I'm Water Elemental 33.
Wait, what?
I mean, I'm Axis.
And I'm Water Elemental 33.
We're here to talk about
The League of Legends.
That's
my job!
Fine! Do whatever you want!
It's my show!
Yeah, okay. So, we're going to talk about a couple of things today about League of Legends, folks. We are going to review the new champion, Misfortune, that we kind of went over, but we didn't really know much about her. Now we do, and we'll be discussing her in some detail. We're going to be talking about the weekly rotation of champions, and then some news. We got some interesting news this week. It's actually pretty cool. So, first things off, Misfortune. I don't know how much of you've seen of hers.
Every time I tried to play, the server was down last night, but I'll probably be putting up my thoughts like I did with Urget. But from what I've seen, from what I've been able to see from heard from friends, she is very powerful. She doesn't bring anything new to the table like the past champions have. She's a combination of a lot of fun things like Gangplank's ult and double shot and stuff like that. She's nothing new or interesting, but she's fun, from what I hear.
Yeah, I've been playing against her a couple of times. I've played with her, and I've dicked around a little bit as her. Not very much, though, because I had to borrow with friends. To me, she's not a very interesting character. I'm going to be honest. She's fun, but she just doesn't bring anything to the table, like Water was saying. She's another ranged carry with a soft snare, a very, very soft CC. And I don't think that's very interesting. She's got a lot of abilities that are just kind of copy-paste from other heroes, like Gangplank, Tristana, Twisted Fate, and, you know, it's just not very interesting. The only thing she really adds is a sustained cone AoE.
As well as her strut.
Well, strut is basically Teemo's move quickly.
True, that's true.
Yeah, so she has a lot of damage potential, but she's extremely, very, very squishy with no real escape mechanism besides strut, and strut is very unreliable.
Because you can, if you know...
It's a build-up over time, one hit, so it's worse than move quickly.
Because you can just auto-attack her and it's gone.
Yeah. Heck, and that and minion damage, tower damage, both takes it out, whereas Teemo, minion damage won't hurt him. So it's very hard for her to get away in a bad situation, which I think is bad, because there's a lot of carries out there without an escape method, like Warwick or Yi, to name a few. I mean, Yi has a couple of options, but still, very, very easy to get killed. So I would say Misfortune, high damage potential, fun hard carry, but not a very interesting hard carry with no real damage.
She's not as interesting
protection.
as Urget or Galileo was.
DPS hard carry with no escape method.
So if you were going to give her a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give her?
Oh, based on how uninteresting her abilities are, I would give her a 5.
I'd say 6.
I mean the tits get up to 5, so you know.
Yeah.
And the hearts around her pelvis are pretty funny, so I'll give her that.
So this week for champions, we have Amumu, Annie, Ashe, Kayle, Kennen, Poppy, Tristana, Tyrandamore, Urget, and
Zillion.
Amumu.
Amumu is my favorite tank. He got a little bit of a nerf last patch, but it's not really that much. He also got a very big buff in the form of his snare, but his snare was already pretty beast. Amumu is one of those tanks that can do it all. He's got a lot of physical damage resistance, he's got a lot of damage output, and he's just very, very, very durable. So if you want to play a tank, with a skill shot with a high damage potential and can complement most any team, he's got 2 hard CCs, which is very, very rare. Amumu is probably the best choice. He's one of the most banned, but he's also, I think, one of the better tanks. He's probably one of the best tanks out there, just in the potential he has for damage and the utility he offers your team. It's Annie. Annie is one of the mages this week. One of the best burst mage out there. Very, very powerful. She's got a big stun. She's got damage resistance in her fire shield. She's got AoE damage. She's got single target damage. She's got a minion with an AoE. Very, very powerful caster early game. Got a lot of survivability, a lot of burst. As the game wears on, she will get progressively weaker, as her AP ratios aren't fantastic, but they're still very good. Like I said in a previous podcast, Vigor is the late game mage, whereas Annie is the early to mid mage. She's got a lot of burst, good CC, and a little bit of survivability.
Yeah. Ash.
Ash is the first hero a lot of us have played. She was in the tutorial. One of those heroes that's hard to master, but easy to play. She's got a lot of damage potential. She's very, very good at helping out your team. She's got that scout arrow. She's got a big old stun, and she's got a slow. Very, very good hero. Kind of outshined by other DPS carries, but her ability to CC and scout, and also that big old stun when you get used to it. Very, very powerful tool. So Ash, good hero, good complement to a team, but make sure you have people ready to tank for you because she's rather squishy.
Yes. Kale, we've talked about her before. She's a hybrid range physical carry. She can tank or range DPS with her ability. She has a small heal. Her main ability is, of course, her Registry will make your range with her splash damage. We'll send a link back to the video we talk more about her about.
Yeah, and quick thing to note about Kale, I haven't really seen it much, but do you guys think that the new item Manamune is good with Kale? That mana and that damage, I imagine with her passive, that's very good. I don't know if you guys have played with that, but if you have, let us know. Is it any good? Is it bad? Is it great? Let us know. Kennen! Kennen is fun mage to play. Play as DPS or can play as AP. Generally see her as AP more just because of the high damage potential with her ult. With his ult, rather, I apologize. I'm sure he's not offended. But Kennen is very cool. I've seen him played very well, and I've seen him played very badly. His stun is fantastic. Even with the little nerf on his stun, I still a very good champion. With that stun in a team fight, especially with the Mumu this week, you can pretty much shut down an entire group of enemies if they're all set together. And he's got a lot of damage. He complements another DPS very well because they can put out a lot of damage and they can keep them locked down in a single position. So Kennen, kind of hard to use. You got to put yourself at risk to get that stun off. But if you can do that and if you can keep your team up with you, very good hero.
Poppy. Poppy is another tank for this week. She has a charge ability. She has increased weapon damage. She has a increased move speed with increased defense, and her ultimate, which makes her invulnerable only to everybody else except for the target it's put on. That makes it really good for team fights where you can just target down one person, deal double damage to it, and no one else can hurt you, so you can take out their main DPS right off the bat. She is kind of hard to control. She does have a skill shot charge where you have to kind of aim it into the wall to deal damage. She scales pretty well, and she's pretty fun to play, so if you want to play a tank, you have two really good choices this week.
Yeah, Poppy is one of those heroes where I've noticed that a lot of people don't expect the amount of damage she is able to put out. So if you're looking to catch your enemies by surprise, a Mamu generally people expect, oh yeah, he's going to put a lot of damage, he's going to stun me, etc. Whereas Poppy, they think, oh yeah, she's just going to diplomatic immunity someone and just move on. With her charge and with her righteous blow or whatever it's called, she can put out an extremely large amount of damage very quickly, which catches a lot of people off guard and can make them panic. Which is a very good ability to have in a team fight. As soon as the enemy team starts panicking and trying to run, you've got the team fight won pretty much. Tristana is a very good ranged hero. She has that attack speed. Oh, we talked about her a little bit before. Tristana's got that range attack speed increase. She's got the heal debuff. And she's got the big old jump, AoE slow. Very good hero. Not incredibly interesting with some of her abilities, but still very, very powerful. Especially in the right hand, she can put a lot of damage, especially with items like Maldred's Blood Razor or Infinity Edge. Very good ranged carry. I'd say she's a little bit better than Ash, but she doesn't have as much CC. So if you're looking for more of a standalone, able to get away better ranged carry this week, pick up Tristana. Ash is better in team fights and is better at supporting your team, whereas Tristana is more of a standalone. She can kind of beat the enemy and run away with her rocket jump.
So, who's next?
Geronimo!
Physical carry?
Physical DPS, melee. He's one of those heroes that people either think, oh, he's so easy to shut down, or people think, oh, he's overpowered, I hate his face. Geronimo is very good in the laning phase. He's one of those manaless heroes. He has a heal, he has high damage output at low levels, he has an escape, and he has an ult that is...
keeps him at 1% health.
Yeah, keeps him from dying for the duration. It's only 6 seconds, from activation, but it's still 6 seconds is quite a long time in team
Really
play.
annoying.
With outside of his spin slash, he has no other way of getting up and close with range. Now you might argue that's all he needs, but still, besides his high damage and his spin slash, he doesn't really have much to attack. But other than that, I would say he's kind of lackluster, but still very powerful if you're in fighting unprepared opponents. Now, that said, this week, with Kale and with Zillion, Tyrandomir can be very, very annoying this week. 6 seconds of not dying with Endless Rage, Bubble with Intervention, then Zillion's ult, and people will get so frustrated. So yeah, if you want to try something that's pretty funny, those three together will really, really upset your teammate. Don't forget to throw in a Guardian Angel.
Alright, Urgot, we talked about him when he came out, but he is a ranged caster. All his abilities center...
Ranged caster? He only has 1 AP ability.
Yeah, but he's a ranged, and
he's ranged, and he has AD coefficients and AP coefficients. That would make him a
hybrid.
Hybrid! Yay!
Yay!
Okay. Urgot is one of those heroes that can do it all. I've been playing him a little bit. I think he's very fun.
Oh, I love him.
I don't think his damage output is too fantastic, but when paired with another DPS, he can really shine. He's got good AP values. I wouldn't say build him AP unless you're going tanking, because that Noxian charge has a long, long cooldown. So I wouldn't say that's a valuable build for him. But when paired with, tank build, with his shield and with that corrosive charge, he can complement his other DPS very well. If you build him AD, that Plague Hunter becomes very, very powerful, especially early game. But kind of the AD scaling on it isn't too great, so it'll kind of lack a little bit of damage late game. Still very powerful, still very good hero, even if some of his coefficients aren't great.
And when you're playing against him, and he's in a crab skin, hit his weak point for massive damage.
Yes.
Best tip in the game. Alright, last but not least, Zillion.
Zillion is one of those heroes that a lot of people...
He's a terrorist.
Yeah. No, he's not a terrorist.
He puts bombs on the minions and they blow up. He's a terrorist.
He's not a terrorist. He's just a little bit jihadi. Yeah, Zillion is one of those heroes that a lot of people don't like because they feel like he doesn't have enough damage. He has only 1 damage ability. And you know what? I think that's enough with how much damage Time Bomb deals and the range it has. The sheer range of Time Bomb is obscene. You can run up from half a city block away and just be like, oh, you have a bomb on your head. And then just watch everybody run away.
And it's versatile because you can put it on minions, you can put it on your allies, you can put it on... It can go on pretty much any moving unit. So you can strategize on how you're going to use it.
Yes, he's got a very good escape mechanism and a very good chaser ability, as well as his ult, which pretty much gives someone a Guardian Angel, except better with the nerf. So yeah, that's Zillion. A lot of damage output, a lot of ability to roost cooldowns and get away from fights. Very good support with some high damage. So a lot of people don't expect the amount of damage Time Bomb's going to deal.
Yeah, and that's the heroes this week. Let us know what you're going to be playing. Give us feedback if we missed something due to time or something.
Yeah, just let us know. We'd love to hear from you guys.
And if you think I'm a jerk because I called him a terrorist, sorry, that's just the feeling I got from him.
Okay. So, first thing I want to talk about this week is the server stability update. I was really frustrated with that long server wait we had last night. And you know what? They gave us something for that. They gave us a 4-win IP boost, which I thought was awesome. Double IP on my first 4 wins, I'll take it. It's free. If you played a game within 60 days, expect that boost. It's going to be great.
Definitely. Best tip you can do for that is play in the 5v5s. Alright. Next we have the new skins that are coming out. Not only are we going to get skins for Misfortune, but we're also getting skins for Veigar, Zillion, and Garen.
Oh, I love that Garen skin. If you play Garen, pick up that skin. That is the coolest looking skin for him, I think, ever. And the Veigar skin is hilarious. Who doesn't love a little bit of loader?
I wish he was on the Hawk. Please, get a Hawk hat on.
Yeah, just ride around on an Eva. Yeah! Okay, but that is pretty much the news. Outside of Misfortune, there's a couple of skin sales, so check those out if you play Teemo or Heimerdinger. And that's really about all we got.
So, yeah, spread the word, guys. Tell your friends about us. Send us comments. Tell us what you think.
Feedback!
We love feedback. We want to make this better because we know you guys like us.
Alright, this is Axis.
And this is Water Elemental.
And I'm telling you to eat sandwiches.
Nom nom nom.